Let's talk for a minute about reporting sexual misconduct. As we discussed earlier in the primer, for a wide variety of reasons, most incidents are not reported. Recognizing the scope of the problem, most colleges are working hard to make it easier for victims to file a report. For example, many schools have adopted an amnesty policy or a Good Samaritan policy that protects victims and witnesses who report an incident from punishment for alcohol and possibly drug-related code of conduct violations. A link to your school's amnesty policy may be provided below. People who experience sexual misconduct have the right to report an incident to the police, the school, or both. A police report will initiate a criminal investigation. A report to the school will initiate the school's disciplinary process, sometimes called a grievance process. The criminal investigation and disciplinary process are separate. They're subject to different rules, regulations, and timelines. Because sexual misconduct is covered by the federal law called Title IX, ultimate responsibility for a fair, prompt, and equitable school disciplinary process falls on the school's Title IX coordinator. Your school's Title IX coordinator is listed below. Any questions or concerns can be addressed to them. Every school has adopted their own unique disciplinary process. However, under Title IX, both the accuser and accused are guaranteed equal rights and protections. At the appropriate time, the Title IX coordinator or other school official will explain the nuts and bolts of the process. The big question is, how does a school decide whether or not someone accused of sexual misconduct is guilty of a school policy violation? The short answer is that trained professionals conduct an investigation and use their best judgment. But what if there are no witnesses, no proof? Isn't it just he said, she said? What stops someone from making a false accusation? Isn't that an easy way for a spiteful accuser to ruin somebody's life? When thinking about false accusations, there are a couple of facts to keep in mind. First of all, there isn't an epidemic of reporting. In reality, over 90% of incidents of sexual misconduct go unreported. Second, several studies have concluded that only 2 to 10% of reported rapes are false, a rate that does not exceed the false reporting rates of other crimes. Third, filing a sexual misconduct report is never easy. The disciplinary process is often grueling and invasive for all parties involved. Fourth, filing a false report is itself a violation of school policy and may result in significant sanctions. And fifth, very few reports of sexual misconduct end in suspension or expulsion. In response to the approximately 660,000 incidents of sexual misconduct that will occur on college campuses this year, only about 1,500 students will be expelled, and a minuscule fraction of that 1,500 are likely to be the result of false accusations.